You ever read the book Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance? It's really about quality. It's about a lot of stuff, actually. It's a super deep book. What does that have to do with anything? Nothing? Everything? I don't know. That's really deep, or it's like a puddle in the fucking desert. I don't know. Really super shallow. I don't know why I do videos and then don't do others. There's a lot of stuff I don't do videos for because I ain't feeling it. I'm doing a video for this. I can't quite explain to you why. I listened to it. I thought this sounds different from what I'm used to. It's not bad. It sounds kind of good. I'm going to revisit this. And then I did. And I listened to it. It graphs out to be a V, pretty much. It's got you can see the dynamic driver pretty much literally in the graph. Falls, does its elevation at 1K, which is typical for stuff at $50 to $3,000. That's about a 5 dB rise, and then it's got kind of a plateau right there. It sounds nice. It's got its first peak at 4.5 pretty much, and then it's got the second one at 8. It's got a last dip at 16. Can you hear that? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I get that I end up not doing videos for. I'll do an unboxing for it, and then I'll never post it up because I just don't like listen to it, and I don't want to bash something because I lose my enthusiasm for the hobby if I bash everything I don't like, because a lot of shit I don't like. So if you guys think, oh, you seem to like lots of stuff, or you got the next, man, someday I'll share an Excel sheet with you and show you all the stuff that I've gotten. A lot of stuff that you see on the internet that other people love that I just thought, I guess I'm not feeling it, and move along. I don't want to be the guy that's countering other people because it's all opinion. So, but this made it. This is getting a review, and it's going to get a green check mark. What a trip. It's a $70 IM. It graphs as a V. I like it, actually. I like it. I did the hybrids are funny because sometimes hybrids are not great with bass despite having a dynamic driver, and I can't quite put that to something. I don't know what that is. But let me skip along here. I started with Tupac, and then I did kind of a little ghetto sweep. Where is that? About 49. So as I swept along, I figured out that 49 was the sweetest point to up this particular driver and this particular size shell with this particular length of tube. Just like a larger, 15-inch subwoofer, the size of the space it's in and the way that it's ported, it makes all the difference. This dynamic driver is doing pretty good, and around 49 is where it got its sweet spot. So if you ever get this thing and you got like a PEQ or a pseudo PEQ or something like that, 49 sounds like a good rise. Tupac, this track in particular, sounds really good. And I could up it by several dB and get more kick. It's not bass light as the graph shows, but it wasn't so heavy that I thought I'm not even going to mess with EQ because my mids will be bye-bye, totally MIA. Not really. This actually sounded good. I went to Black Sabbath because I know that it's not going to do like a P1 planar or... But I found myself playing air guitar. What a jam, man. I enjoy music on this set of IMs. I don't know. I'm going to do a hybrid line in my box of stuff that's affordable and is, I don't know, affordable. Anyway, hybrids. This is going to go in the first iteration of that list because I've got an affinity for this set. This is where this should really get chaotic, and it sounds pretty good. Love the drum line in this. So simple. This track sounds pretty good on this, much to my surprise. Even if it sounded subpar, I think I'd still be cool because this is a hard track to get right. And I actually like it. Going to something a little more slow. This is like complete opposite of Sweetleaf. Can't Find My Way Home. We're going to four-piece, Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker, Steve Winwood, and the guy whose name has been given to me 6 or 7 times and I'll never get it. Just let it go. The dude is... Lots of people apparently know his name and I can't remember it to save my life. But they were a supergroup. They had one album. The name of the group came from the image. Actually, Blind Faith was the name of this image. Some people said, you're going to get YouTube problems with... No, I'm not. This is art. I think Europeans must be like, is this a joke? No, in America, actually, this thing was really censored. And in England, too, but I don't know the rest of Europe got so... They got crucifixes and jars of urine at fucking art shows, and a picture of a girl holding a phallic symbol, and the dichotomy between... I won't even explain it to you. Anyway, it's art. It was taken that way. I don't think it was ever meant that way, but it gets brought up all the time. Anyway, the track is classic. It sounds good on this because of the way that the mids are, which is slightly back. It doesn't sound as detailed as I'm used to, but that's a kind of probably why I'm doing this video, because this is not, despite that peak at 8K, very fatiguing at all. This is something I could jam for quite a while. I actually did, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I just did a listening session. I got into the whole, you know, how's the DD doing? Can I up that? Yes, I can. Where's the sweet spot? About 49. How's the cymbals and the piano on Aerosmith? Slightly back. It always is. It's a little bit more so on this. It's not Karen, Black Sabbath. I'm totally getting into the drum line of Sweetleaf. This is not in the optimal sense, but the cymbal crash is sounds decent. Steve Winwood's not gone. He's not that far back. And Ginger Baker's coming through and shining. And of course Eric Clapton, because he's probably the most prominent, like in amplitude in this whole track, would be the guitar. If you were to imagine the position of the people relative to the mic, it would sound like Eric Clapton was like right close to the mic. Boom, diddle ding, ding, diddle ding. Sometimes Ginger does, but basically Eric Clapton would be front and center on this. And it sounds really good. If I keep going into it, this is Dead Presidents. Name of the song is actually Hip Hop. The album cover on this is messed up. I don't know how many people who watch my channel know this. I'm a bass head. Got a massive car system. Got 4 massive boom boxes. Huge ones. I'm building my own boom box, man. I'm putting JL subs, DD subs in it, and MB Quart separates. I'll show that video when it comes up. This is the album art mistake, but it's a good mistake because that's the Ghetto Boys right there. So yeah, Wheelie D, Scarface, Bushwick, Big Mike. I'm not gonna cry over that. Everything in my playlist sounded good on this. Not optimal, but it's $70. And when I opened the package, which is like a KZ package, and it's not that great. It's ghetto. Ghetto Boys. Perfect timing. It's a ghetto package. It's so bare bones and basic. These tips are from Fearless. They're not, the tips that come with it are pretty crappy, actually. Cable's decent. Tips are crappy. Sound is good. Someday I'm going to get good lighting, and then some people are going to subscribe because I get lighting, because you can just see how that thing goes from like, look at that, yellow to kind of yellowish because of my hands. So this got a video. It's going to get a green check mark. I think it's good. I don't know, purple would be my first choice, but this stuff's sent to me, so what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Could you send me another color? Fuck you. That's what I'd say to me. The way that this driver is in here, is just a little different than I'm used to seeing, with the holes that's kind of over the baffle instead of just the single tube coming out of like a teapot cover or something. I don't know. There's something about this set that is... I like it. It's not the most proficient. It's not the most beautiful. $70. Sounds good. Makes me enjoy the music that's on my playlist. And if you're thinking, where the fuck are the BGVPs and all that stuff? They're behind me, you know, if you mean physically. And where are they coming up? Oh yeah, yep, they're coming up. Being a person that gives opinions on audio gear, there's a lot of stuff that's crap, like I said, and you sometimes lose your enthusiasm because I think some people are genuinely assholes. I'm an aggressive, violent person, but that doesn't have anything to do with YouTube or audio or anything. It's my life. And enjoying music and then injecting my anger into the music, which is already in all of my life, this is where I escape mentally, kind of becomes a little tiring. So I prefer not to review sets that I'm not feeling. And I actually like this set, so it's a pleasure to listen to this again before I finally do the video and think, $70? Yeah. Yep. What's wrong with them? I like them. I think they sound good for their price. Mids, not ideal. Not bad though, for what you see in my library. Bass is good. Dynamic driver can be upped. Very good. 49 seems to be the sweet spot. I can kick that up by about 6 and get a very nice thump with a good seal. Treble is not that fatiguing. I can tell that the mids are slightly scooped relative to the treble, which is a tilt. It's going to be from one side or the other. I can sense it more because of the treble. But hi-hats don't sound that bad, and vocals like Jim Croce, holy crap, I don't want to listen to people tell me how to say this dude's name. Be happy that I introduce this to new young people that don't really know who he is. Operator by Jim Croce is just... I'm just going to let that play off. It's a good set. It's $70. It's a hit and miss game when you pay at this level. Some people say there's stuff that's really good. I don't have any real high recs that are in that price range. I think you're compromising in some resolution and quality. If I'm going to compromise to pay $70, that would be something. You can ask me to compare it to stuff, I suppose, later. The original video of the unbox got like 15 comments, so people sometimes don't see the stuff. But then again, to be honest with you, when I opened up the box, looked at it, held it, I thought, I'm never going to do a video for this thing. But I did. 13 minutes of your life. I could have done it in 5. That's my pattern. The GuideRay something 8 is pretty good. It doesn't graph great. It's not horrible. Sounds pretty good. Plays Jim Croce. Plays Dead Presidents. Plays Aerosmith. Blind Faith. Black Sabbath. Plays pretty much everything in my library really good. There wasn't anything where I thought, okay, that's not what I would play. I didn't play Vivaldi though, and I'm not even gonna. So if you're into classical music, you probably want to get something a little more balanced than this. I'm sure you probably would, but for this stuff, it's okay. And I'll let you off the hook because I've just extended that another minute, and I'm out. My name, to be precise, ripping mics is the light of my life. You frontin' like you try for never pull the heist.